fellow Americans. Today I address you all in hopes of becoming our next president. My party, Gabby and the Funky Bunch, exemplifies each and every quality a leading party should possess, which is why I would be an ideal candidate for the presidency. We, as a nation, are exceedingly powerful, but our interpersonal conflicts are numerous. Currently, there are 110,489,000 Americans on welfare. That is over 35% of our nation's people. Our party believes that this is a travesty and our government and economy is at fault. As such, we would plan to establish community-based programs that allow those benefiting from welfare to uphold jobs, getting them back on their feet. In addition, we would raise minimum wage to a standard living wage, allowing those working said occupations an ability to support their families and themselves. Contrary to popular belief, jihadists are less of a threat to our country than those termed homegrown extremists. That is to say, there have been almost twice as many right-winged acts of lethal terrorism since 2001 than jihadist attacks. Since 2001, right-winged extremists have murdered a total of 48 people, and that number is growing with every public shooting. The only logical step towards the eradication of internal terrorism is a stricter regulation of handguns, machine guns, and other volatile weaponry that could be used to harm the general public. We propose stronger regulations, such as a higher tax on ammunition or stronger checks to ensure that gun owners are mentally healthy. As a party, we fully support the original ruling of Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court landmark case that led to the national legalization of a citizen's right to choose to abort a fetus within the first 24 weeks. If elected president, I would uphold this constitutional right and would work to ensure that Planned Parenthood continues to receive proper funding. Furthermore, we would create a nation with a more comprehensive education on such topics. For instance, we would work to ban the concept of teaching our youth false information regarding sexual education, which is currently legal in 37 of our 50 states. Moreover, only 9 states require education regarding sexuality, and of these 9, 3 mandate only negative information on sexual orientation, including Texas, Alabama, and South Carolina. Overall, it is quintessential that I am elected president, as I have high hopes for the nation given the chance to improve. Let's clean up America.
Hello and good morning, fellow citizens. Right now, we all share a common wish. The common wish for a better America. Hopefully, with your help, I will earn the privilege to pave the way there. My name is Michael Quispe, and I am the elected leader of the Better Party. I stand before you to share my ideas and aspirations for this country, for our country. Unfortunately, we're all painfully aware of the tragedy that took place in our nation on September 11, 2001. After having this happen on our home soil, we have lost our sense of security and now are constantly on guard. This act of terrorism, fortunately only the second to happen on our nation's borders. However, it could have been prevented had we seen the warning signs. In elementary school, we are taught that a bystander is just as guilty as a bully. This goes hand in hand with the idea that terrorism supporters are just as credible as the terrorists themselves. Our party, as a whole, believes in military action over diplomacy. Now, over time, the phrase military action has received a negative connotation as it has caused unnecessary tensions between countries, thus raising skeptics among our population. However, we are here to inform you that we are not out to harm other civilizations, but to defend our own. Sticking with this value, we should also keep our military well prepared in the event that they be needed. Now, regardless of those attacks, we as a country will still send countries in poverty or other conditions foreign aid. On to the topic of immigration. Many people believe as a country we are allowing too many illegal aliens citizenship. Well, some believe that the numbers are too few. Technically, the quota is 675,000 people. However, in 2013, 990,553 were granted citizenship. When put into perspective, that is a large quantity of people. But if they're working to improve our nation, why should it matter? We, as a party, believe that any immigrant that has skills considered necessary in our society should be granted citizenship. Why keep productive people out? In the Second Amendment of the Constitution, it says, being necessary to the security of free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The Better Party firmly presumes to be true that this amendment is allowing of firearms to citizens. Due to this being an implied power, it should be done within reason. At 18 years of age, after passing a test, one should be allowed to purchase and utilize any rifle or shotgun. At the age of 21, after also passing a test, one should be allowed to purchase and utilize any pistol or handgun. It would seem unconstitutional to take these weapons away from the people. Within states, according to the 10th Amendment, there are certain topics that the state government has the power to change, two of which should be the choice to legalize drug use and the right to abortion. The Fourth and First Amendments are in question when these two things are forbidden. Women have the right to their body and thus should have the choice, within the first trimester, to abort the fetus or not. People as a whole should be allowed to do the drugs they want, as long as they aren't harming or endangering others. Throughout the nation, poverty is largely widespread. Although the percentages are low, 14.5% to be exact, there are still homeless people going to bed each night without food or shelter, and nobody deserves that. However, these people should still be inclined to work to improve their lives, not lay back and allow others to do it for them through higher taxes. In order to have a truly productive country, there should be many more people working. The unemployed just need a little more inspiration to get back into work. Small businesses in particular deserve more than what they're receiving. Things like expanding health care benefits and just improving their treatment overall. The topic of health care is very simple. Repeal Obamacare due to its unconstitutionality and allow assisted suicide for terminally ill people. Last but not least, welfare. Anyone should be able to apply for welfare, as this is a very quick and hard society to adapt to. However, if the people receiving welfare are not actively looking for a job, benefits should be cut off. As a whole, my party and I have come to very moderate decisions, allowing the country the same amount of freedoms as before, and possibly even more. This concludes my speech, and I'll see you soon, America. Quispe 2016.